Hey everyone, Mike here, and with the new Justice League movie coming out tomorrow, or tonight, if you happen to be one of the places that's doing a Thursday night showing, I thought I would come on and just kind of talk a little bit about the previous four DC Cinematic Universe movies. Now, this is not going to be like a full analysis of them. This is just going to be explaining a little of which ones I liked, which ones I didn't, and why. And I think some of the things I'm going to point out are actually reasons a lot of people did or did not like these movies. And of course, start right off with Man of Steel. I didn't like it. This is one where halfway through the movie, I said to myself, I'm not having fun watching this. There's no joy in it. And I know that is one of the complaints a lot of people had, but I don't feel that it was unfaithful to the Superman character. Let's face it, Superman's been around for decades, and over that time, he's had a number of different portrayals. This movie is accurate to a version of Superman. In my case, just wasn't mine. Personally, I like the Superman in the style of Christopher Reeves, the much more happy Big Blue Boy Scout, and at the same time the version that was seen in the animated series in the 90s. The version that was in this movie, while not unfaithful, just wasn't the Superman for me. So I in general wasn't going to enjoy it. And the whole neck break thing, admittedly, it surprised me a little, but it never really bothered me because Christopher Reeve, threw them into an abyss in Superman 2, so, that never bothered me. My only real problem with it was that it wasn't a version of Superman that I liked, which, when your main character isn't portrayed in a way you enjoy, you're not going to like the movie. And this actually was a similar problem I had with Batman v Superman. Because while I do like Batman being dark, like he was in the animated series back in the 90s, or even in the Burton versions, one of my biggest problems was Batman killing, which again, even in the Burton movies, they did that wrong there too. And this again, in his history, he has killed. But that's not the version of Batman I like. At the same time, this Batman was based very heavily on Dark Knight Returns. And I know it's a very unpopular opinion, but I don't like Dark Knight Returns. It was just never a story I enjoyed. Lex Luthor, by the same token, was also not something I enjoyed in this. And this was very much we're going to try something different with the character. And, if you want to try something different, that's your prerogative. In my opinion, it didn't work. This character was clearly the Joker. It just is. Oh man, I hated it. I hated that version of Lex Luthor. And I mean, the movie in itself had loads of problems. The least of which was a lot of the crap that was cut out that left plot holes. But that notwithstanding, by the same things that bothered me with Man of Steel bothered me with Batman v Superman. Then came Suicide Squad. I actually liked this one. And don't get me wrong, by no means is this a good movie. This is not a good movie. but I enjoyed it. And there are plenty of bad movies I still enjoy. This one, again, had plenty of plot holes, a lot of problems, but to me, it was fun. And even the darker superheroes, like some of the, older Batman movies, were still fun. That's, I think, what was missing from Man of Steel, and in some cases from Batman v Superman. You notice they do a movie specifically about villains, and suddenly the movie becomes more fun. But that was one of the things that I really enjoyed with Suicide Squad. It had many, many problems. I'm not in any way defending Suicide Squad, but I enjoyed it. I had fun watching it, and I got a kick out of most of the characters. Then there's Wonder Woman. When the trailers came out for Wonder Woman, I was a little apprehensive. And when I actually mentioned that here on my channel, I had a big Wonder Woman fan just completely rip into me for not, praising the movie to the hills from the second the trailer came out. The thing is, these criticisms from him were unnecessary. When the movie came out, I loved it. The only thing I really disliked was the fact that when Ares finally showed up, he still had the kind of meek old man face, which I think kind of took a little bit away from it. But that, to me, is a bit of a nitpick. Overall, I really liked Wonder Woman. I think they did a very good job with it, and it made me want to see what was coming next. So basically, at this point, I've had 2 that I really disliked and 2 that I really enjoyed. So Justice League is going to pretty much be the tiebreaker until, the next one. Which offhand, I'm not sure which one's next, but right this second, that doesn't really matter. From what I've seen in the trailers, I am actually looking forward to Justice League. It does look like some of it might be a little dark, and I'm not talking about like dark and brooding. I mean visually dark, like it's going to be a little difficult at times to see what's happening. But that could just be from the way it looked in the trailers, because Wonder Woman looked like it was going to be visually dark, and it wasn't. So with that, we'll have to see. At this point, with 2 bad ones and 2 good ones, in my opinion, I actually have more positive feelings going into Justice League than I had going into Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. So, at this point, as I said, I'm looking into it pretty positively. I am going to attempt to do a video afterwards, just giving my thoughts on it. I don't know if I'll do it immediately afterwards. It'll depend on if I'm tired, if I want to take time to, let the stuff sink in a little. We'll see. Alright, that's all I've got on this one. So, until next time.